Hold on, let me get y'all right. If y'all just tuning in, hold up, let me get it right. Let me get it right. Let me get it right, y'all. Let's get it right, y'all. Alright. So we should be on now. What's up, what's up, what's up, y'all? Y'all already know, man. It's another episode of Big Thuggin' Podcast. I'm your host, the one and only original hot boy Turk. You dig? And today I got a good one for y'all, man. I got a good one. I told y'all I'm gonna be bringing not only rappers, singers, you know what I'm saying, people that y'all may know, but I'm also gonna bring, boy, you better stop that noise. Y'all know it get real in here, man. We alive, you know what I'm saying? I am inside, you know what I'm saying? Kid be playing the game and, you know what I'm saying, he be hollering for some strange reason. Do y'all kids do that? I don't know. I reckon some of y'all say yeah. But yeah, man, I told y'all I was gonna bring regular people. People just like y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody say, you always want to just bring celebrities. We can't really relate to them, bam, bam, bam. So I like, all right. So I'm going to start bringing normal people who are not a celebrity. You feel me? So today we have a guest who's an entrepreneur, you know, by the name of, I call her Yayo. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, my Yays Blanks, you know, she's a entrepreneur. She into sublimation, you know, but her life ain't always been an entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? She come from a rough background, you know, molestation, jail, family dysfunction, you know, brother against sister, sister against brother, you know, infidelity, man, all kinds of stuff, murder, drugs, you know, stuff that you probably won't think a woman to go through, you know. But after hearing her story, man, I told her, man, I got to bring you on Big Thuggin' Podcast. So, without further ado, man, let me see if she's in the queue. She in the queue. Let's bring her on, man, and let y'all know what I know. You feel me? Whoa!
Hey, bro.
What's happening? What's
What's
happening?
up,
What's
bro?
happening, little sis? What's up with it?
Nothing much. What's going on?
Man, it's all love. It's all love, man.
Yeah,
Just was
same here.
bragging on you, man. I wanna welcome you, man, on Big Thuggin' Podcast. You know, podcast where we talk about hip hop, talk about things going on in politics. You know, talk about things that's going on in regular entrepreneurs such as yourself. You know what I'm saying? But before y'all was, you know, successful, it was a lot of unsuccess. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of ups and downs, and I think a lot of people don't get to see and hear about these things because when you're a celebrity, some of the celebrities want to hide the dark side and want people to think that it's always been like it is. You know what I'm saying? So after hearing your story, you know, we talk a lot. You know, I felt it only right for you to come on my platform to share your story. You know what I'm saying, with the world. You know,
Absolutely.
welcome to Big Thuggin' Podcast once again, man. I want you to go ahead on and introduce yourself, let the people know who you is. You
All
know, and we're
right.
gonna just get into it. You feel me?
All right. So I am the owner of My Sublimation Blanks. I actually have a up and coming Facebook group where I teach sublimation. He know me by Yayo, so that's once what I went by when I was in the streets. So, you know, coming home, I kind of wanted to let that part go, and I switched over, and that's where my yays came from.
Yayo, yayo. You know, when you hear yayo, man, you know, you think of Scarface, Tony Montana. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. I don't know. You know, maybe you plugged in. You say you had a rough life, you know, but yeah, man. So what type of things coming up, you know, in your life that you had to overcome in the early age? First of all, let the people know where you're from, you know what I'm saying, and you know where it all started, you know what I'm saying, like what brought you here today.
Okay. So originally I'm born and raised in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. I'm from uptown. My mother moved to Atlanta when I was like 14, 15. Yeah, I've never been to Atlanta or know anything about Atlanta. When you get to Atlanta, you ain't never been nowhere like that. The shit was wide open, like, especially as a young girl getting down there. So, like I said, where I come from, it's a small town, very small. Everybody knows everybody. Everybody's damn near related to each other. So getting down there, it was big. It was real wide for me. So I had a lot of space to roam and get into shit. So
yeah. So what kind of shit that you got into? You know what I'm saying? What kind of shit in your early age? Let the people know what type of shit you got into. You know what I'm saying?
So when I got down there, by the time I was 18, I start running around with some niggas from East Decatur, Zone 6. That was the first
Shout
time.
out Zone 6. Yeah.
Zone 6. That's the first time that I snorted my first line of cocaine. I didn't realize. Snorted my first line of cocaine. 1 second. Somebody's knocking at the door. I'm sorry. 1 second.
Oh, y'all already know, man. This is live, man. It's live. It's live. Did she say she snorted her first line of cocaine, or did she sold her first line of cocaine? Wait, you can't. Nobody's selling no line, so she snorted.
So yeah, I was 18.
She snorted, y'all. So that's where Yayo. So Yayo did it. See. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
So I snorted my first line of coke at 18 down there. My baby's dad, I won't disclose his name, but that I didn't know nothing about it. And when he introduced me to it, I fell in love with it. I did.
You heard that? Did you? What you know? I'm an ex addict. You know, recovering, because every day is a recovering effect when you do drugs. And when I first snorted my first line of cocaine, I liked it, that drain. Was it the drain that you liked?
It was the drain. It was that drain. Then a cold beer afterwards and a cigarette.
Ooh,
oh man. So
whiskey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know all about that drain.
Yeah.
I know all about that drain. So after you snort your first line of cocaine,
that was
like,
pretty much
what happened after that?
That was pretty much it for me. So at that time, I had 4 children, but only 3 of my children lived with me because I gave one of my kids up for adoption. So at that time, and this is going to be raw and uncut, I don't give a fuck who judged me, none of that. You know,
yeah.
I played the cards that I was dealt. So at the end of the day, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So I gave up one of my children for adoption. So I had the other 3. And I just...
Wait, how old you was when you had 4 kids? How old?
I was 18.
By the time you was 18, you had 4 kids?
I was 13 when I got pregnant with my first baby.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. By the time I was 17, I had 3 kids.
And how old you were when you first snorted your first line of cocaine?
I was 18.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, 18. Go ahead.
So I started running with some niggas on the west side. I came across his alias. I called him my name for him. His name was I called him the Skittle Man, and I came across him, and what he did was he brought a business proposition to me, and he asked me if I would help him cook up coke, and he would pay me. So I was okay with that. every brick I cooked up for him, he was giving me 5,000. I'm a young
Yeah.
girl, you know, I didn't know no better. So it got to a point where I was in love with the cocaine so much, and yayo start really kicking in. I would start having he pay me half in coke and half in money.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I had my own
Getting
house.
high off your own supply.
Getting high off my own supply. So I
Yeah.
had my own house, and I would throw coke parties at my house.
Man, I thought that white people do shit like that, man.
No, they don't.
You on some real Hollywood shit, man.
No, they don't. So
you had lines of coke just lined out, y'all
silver platters of coke on my tables, on my coffee table, my dining room table, my kitchen table. I would have coke parties every night, just about.
Coke parties.
Yeah.
So y'all see they don't do that shit in Hollywood. She bought Hollywood. And you, where you was at, in Atlanta? You was in Atlanta? You was in Atlanta?
Yes. I live
Okay. So
I like to go there. Go ahead.
So these coke parties, was it, I'm quite sure it was invite only, like everybody that came were coke heads?
Yes, everybody.
So you had to snort coke to get in the party?
Yes.
I
knew you wasn't a cop. I knew you wasn't a cop if you came in my party and you snorted coke.
Because you snort that coke, you can't be police.
Right.
So they gotta hit the coke at the door, like soon as bam.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? I heard somebody else told me they do parties, right? And they get everybody at the party high, because if they're police, they're not gonna get high.
Right.
So everybody in the party got to get high.
Yeah.
And that's how they know that they ain't no police, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I thought that when they told me that, I was like, you know, but I guess it makes sense. You feel me? I guess it makes sense. So, okay, you started snorting coke at 18 years old, you know what I'm saying? When you was 18, selling, you know, grinding, you know what I'm saying, doing what you were doing, was you going from state to state? Was you, you know, just in Atlanta? Was you, you know, did you make it to a bigger level, you know what I'm saying? Like how far doing what you did took you, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I didn't
far
know
as like
better.
up the ladder.
I didn't really have the guidance that I needed. So as the money was coming in, the money was going back out. I didn't know nothing about stashing and stacking for a rainy day, none of that. I took care of everybody around me. So at the end of the day, there wasn't a goal. I was just living life. I was young as fuck. I didn't know no better. But I would travel from GA up to back to Pennsylvania, where I'm from.
Yeah.
So in between, those was the two states that I was traveling back and forth to.
Push it to the limit. Oh, okay. And her name Yayo, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, with drugs comes a lot of, you know, hate, violence, police, you know, a lot of gangster shit come behind these drugs. You know, have you ever encountered a life-threatening situation while you was, you know, hustling and grinding out there in the streets?
Absolutely. Shit, on more occasions than one. My house, you know, been shot up, niggas sitting outside with choppers and shit like that. My mom didn't even like coming to my house, because when you came and walked up my steps and got to the door, it was an AK-47 there at all times.
Yeah.
You get through that door, it's a Winchester shotgun. You know what I'm saying? I had guns all throughout my house, because being on those drugs and stuff like that, I was very paranoid. Very paranoid. So at that time, I had a lot of little niggas up under me, a lot of them. And they were licensed. At 18, you can go in a gun store down there in Atlanta. A lot of people don't know that. So I would send my little niggas. They was infatuated with me. So I would send my little niggas, you know what I mean? So I kept some type of artillery up there.
Yeah. Fact. That was smart. Had your own security. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. At least you know how to secure the motherfucking investment. You feel me? So were you the only female in y'all operation? Was it other females, you know? Because I think you told me you had like 10 siblings, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got a big family. Your mama had 10 kids. Was any one of your siblings involved in the activities that you was involved in?
My co-defendant. So yes, I was the only female in what I had going on. But yes, I do come from a big family. It is 10 of us, 6 girls and 4 boys. But my sisters aren't really nothing like me. I was different.
Yeah. So yeah. Would you say you was like a tomboy, something like that?
I was, but I did a lot of fucking. Don't get me wrong. I did a lot.
Okay. Oh yeah, yeah. You did a lot of fucking because you got 4 children.
But I was
at 18.
Rough. I was always hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You were thugging, but you had a little soft side, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I be trying to say, like all these females, you know, you have these butch, Dutch, whatever they call them, you know what I'm saying? And they be swear to God, they just tough. It's one dude out there that'll soften your ass up, you know what I'm saying? Because I have a cousin who's, I'm talking about straight niggerish, but she's soft for this one dude, and that's what she got a baby by, you know what I'm saying? But she's tough like a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, you know, when it all said and done, man, it go back to it, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, the reality is, man, God made Adam and Eve, man, not Adam and Steve, man, and not whatever, you feel me? But that's another story, you know what I'm saying? To each his own, you know?
I think that was so tough, though, because of the abuse. I think the abuse is what made
it. Yeah, that's what I was about to ask you. I was about to ask you about that, you know, because when you have a big family like that, then you say that all y'all have the same father, right?
Yes, it's 4 of us on both. It's 4 of us that don't, but yes.
Okay, well, y'all was raised by the same father.
Mm-hmm.
Same mother, same household. And you also, your religion, you say y'all Muslim?
Yes.
Yeah, everybody Muslim. Okay, so I'm about to ask you something that me and you talked about, you know, and I think it's very important, you know, and it's pertaining to your pops, you know what I'm saying? Coming up in a house like that, when it's very dysfunctional, you know, sometimes you have situations, sometimes you have child molestation, you know what I'm saying? And me and you talked off the camera and you told me that your pops would sometimes mess around with some of your sisters and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
How did that affect you, you know what I'm saying, growing up?
It made me angry. It made me angry because I valued my mother and I had so much respect for my mother growing up until the age I was able to realize what was going on within our home. Okay. So just to, you know, give you guys a little background. I was 4. So from 4 to 9, I was being molested. My mother's brother and my mother's nephew was molesting me. I went through a lot emotionally, mentally, because no one went to jail. No one was punished for what was done to me. I remember being 9 years old when my sister, she was 12, and what my father did to her, like, it blew me. And to sit and watch and listen to my mother say that she deserved it because she walked around the home with little shorts on.
Wait. Your mama said out her mouth that her own child deserved to get molested by her husband?
Yes. Because she walked around the house with little shorts on.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, it is. It is.
That's fucked up.
So I grew up with a hate in my heart. I couldn't prosper. I was hindered for many, many years because I held on to this hate all these years. You understand? Because I couldn't understand for the life of me who would want to do something like that to a child, an innocent child that didn't deserve or ask for none of that. And it blew me. It blew me.
Yeah. So growing up, how old were you when that happened?
The molestation with me started from 4 and it lasted all the way up until 9. The last time my mother's brother touched on me, I was 9 years old. And I ran out the house with no clothes on, no shoes, nothing, because I couldn't take it anymore.
So y'all will report these acts to your mom.
Yeah,
I'm quite sure y'all told y'all mom, and she wouldn't. How would she take it? Like, would she think y'all was lying? Just the part you saying that she said that she got what she deserved. That's fucked up right there. Like, that shit fucking my mind up right now. Cause what mama would say that about her daughter, about her child? Man, my mama be ready to kill a motherfucker.
I say,
you know
the
what I'm
same
saying?
shit. I say the same
Like that got to fuck a kid up. So all this, you coming and you saying all these things, and people are not believing you.
Yeah.
Not fuck people, your mama not believing you and condoning it.
Yeah. She's still with him to this day. Been 40
So
years.
Do you think your mother is scared of your father?
I heard a lot of stories about my mother. When I run into, older people their age, when I run into them, they say a lot of good shit about my mom from back in her time, how thorough she was. She was a queen pin back in her time. She went to prison. So at the end of the day, I don't think she's scared. I think over the years, she ended up losing herself inside of him. So what I think, she became insecure. She gained weight. She lost her teeth, different stuff like that. So I think she became insecure to the point where she felt like she wouldn't be able to get anyone else. So she stayed. Or she could just be sick in her fucking head and not care. Cause she
to this day right now, she's still with the same man from when you was a kid doing all these things going on.
My father, yeah.
Loving him, sleeping with him right now.
My father.
Married.
I'm 36 and they've been together 40 years. They've been married 36 years and been together a total of 40 years. Yeah, she still lay next to him every night. Yes.
So it got to be a lot of hurt that's going on inside y'all family that's making this dysfunctional, and it stems from it seemed like your dad fucked y'all family up. And
yes.
I blame your mama, but I don't blame your mama, because I know how men can be so manipulative to a female. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm gonna point all the fingers at your dad. You know what I'm saying? And it's fucked up. Man, I couldn't know. I would have fucked my daddy up. Getting old right now, and I'll be thinking about what the fuck this nigga did me. I fuck him up. I'm not telling you to go fuck him up, because you know what I'm saying. I'm just saying what I would have did. What I would have did.
Has crossed my mind on more occasions than one. Really, really frequently. These last 8 years, like, I can't stand him. I can't stand
I know, and that brings me on to, not only did your dad molest y'all, but I heard you have a brother that's doing life right now.
I do.
I heard that your daddy caught a charge or something, and it was a little petty charge. And
retail theft, to be exact.
He called and he said he know about a murder.
Yeah.
And he got out of jail with that information and sent his son to prison for life.
Yeah, so free the real, free EV. That's my baby. I've been carrying that nigga on my back for the last 8 years. So they had moved back to Georgia. They left Georgia, moved to Charlotte, left Charlotte, went back to Georgia. And my brother, he, out of all 10 of us, I swear, like, he was different. He was different. He had eyes. You look into his eyes, you fall in love with him. Like, he wasn't a grimy person. He went to work. He came home. He'd give a motherfucker his shirt off their back. You know what I'm saying? And if I tear up a little bit, I can hear it in my voice.
Nah, tear up. Nah, listen. Coming on Big Thuggin'. Thuggin' is taking hardship using God's gift in spite of negativity. A lot of people might see the thugging and be like, oh, it's another street. No, it's all about becoming a better person.
Right.
In spite of the negativity and the negative stuff that's going on with us now and in the past. Right. You know what I'm saying? So however you're feeling, that's real emotions. You're supposed to let it out. Let it out. You know what I'm saying? Because that is your therapy. A lot of people say you have to go talk to this person, talk to that person. Nah, you're talking, you're letting it out. You don't have to go sit and be with nobody and pay them, you know what I'm saying, to get things out. You can let it out, man. You can let it out with yourself. You feel me? And that's the release. So, you know what I'm saying? If that's how you feel, man, let it out, man. Sometimes you have to let it out. It make you stronger when you cry. I cried on TV. And a lot of people try to say, you weak, you weak. But that was a release that I needed to let out in front of millions of people. And I'm a man. So, but I felt relieved when I let it out. You holding on to a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Talking to you off of this phone. It's a lot on you, man, being a woman. And you still going through stuff. And people don't understand that we are going through things, man, with all this shit that's going on in the world on top of that. You feel me? So we got to learn to listen to people sometimes, man, because sometimes you might be the only person that saved them from going that extra mile to killing themselves, killing somebody else, or whatever it may be. You feel me? Right. So I just want you to know, sis, we here for you, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everybody in the comments, you know, like this is your support system.
Right.
You feel me?
I appreciate
So you have a lot of people that's rooting for you. I'm quite sure a lot of people gonna follow you. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you're gonna get through this, man. Just stay focused. And like I say, you can stop when you want to stop, sis. You know what I'm saying?
I'm ready, bro.
Because your past, it don't determine who you is right now, because you're a changed person that made you stronger.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And your story is going to be somebody else's glory. You're going to be able to help somebody else.
Right.
You know, because there's a lot of people that's going through and don't know how to release it.
Right. Right.
You showing them how to release it. You feel me? And your life is going to be better. Your life is better. Right. Because you're an entrepreneur. You're successful now. You're not doing none of the things that your anger caused you to do back then.
Right.
You're a whole new woman.
Yeah.
You just got a story. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and let it out, man. You feel me?
Thank y'all. I appreciate it. So, like I was saying, my brother, he had just turned 21, I believe. He had never been in trouble a day in his life. Never. If you put a picture in front of me of all my siblings, I will be able to tell you which one was capable of the charges, and murder wouldn't have been one that he was capable of. So my father, you know, well, my sperm donor, because he's not my father, but my sperm donor, he got arrested in Gwinnett County down there in Georgia for retail theft. And he sat in jail maybe a good week or so. And they took him he did a speedy trial down there. I don't know if all y'all are from Georgia or wherever y'all from, but in Georgia, they have options for speedy trials. So with speedy trials, they took him to court and they were only going to give him a year. Instead of him doing a year for the retail theft, he reached out to DeKalb County. He told them to reach out to DeKalb County because he had information on a murder. Now, to give you a little background as far as the murder, he had came across these guys from New York down there. He hooked up with them, whatever his deal was with them. He had my little brother take these guys to buy weed from his friend. They went to buy the weed, but instead of purchasing the marijuana from him, they killed my brother's best friend. My brother didn't know these guys. He had never met these guys before, anything. So when he gets locked up for the retail theft, he has them call DeKalb County and tell them he has information on a murder. And they let him out. He didn't have to do the year for the retail theft, but they came and got my brother. My brother wasn't lying when he told them he didn't know what happened. He didn't know the guys' names. He didn't know anything, because had it not been for my father, he would have never been put in that situation.
Right. So here your father striking again.
Mm-hmm.
He not only a child molester, but he also a snitch.
Yes.
He also cutthroat. He also will sacrifice his own kids for his own life. It's usually the other way around. You know what I'm saying? But it's like your daddy hates y'all. Mm-hmm. It's like he don't love his kids.
Yeah. Yeah. My mother made excuses for years because he comes from a dysfunctional background. And at the end of the day, I used to tell her that I don't make it right. Like, because of what he went through as a child is why he was supposed to be different for us. You know what I'm saying? I used to tell guys that I'm in a relationship with, you know, that you can't break my heart. You know what I'm saying? My heart's already been broken. My father was the first person to break my heart. So at the end of the day, this is the shit that we were subjected to growing up. So a lot of my other siblings, this is normal for them. It's normal because they don't see the wrong in what's going on here. Every day, my brother been in prison 8 years. Every day that he's been in there, it bothers me to the point where I want to hurt him. I want to do something to him. And you know what? My brother is so strong. Never been in trouble before. And he's so strong. He asked me to forgive him. He asked me, he begged me, sis, can you please forgive him? And I'm like, why? I don't want to. I can't. Every day you spend in there, I can't forgive him. I can't.
You know what? Morally is a fucked up situation, right? I'm a firm believer of Jesus Christ, you know, and God allowed his toughest soldiers to go through the toughest things, you know, and I feel like you are one of the chosen ones. You feel me? You have to forgive him and be better than him. You see what I'm saying? Now, any one of us on here say, tell on him, snitch on him, go kill him, go do this. That's the wrong advice. Mm-hmm. Because when you do that, those kids that you got have to suffer.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So you got to think about your family. You know what I'm saying? Before you go to dealing with your emotions. Mm-hmm. I always tell people it's facts over feelings. Our feelings will make us do some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't operate on your feelings. You got to operate on facts. And the facts of the matter is, if you act out of your feelings, it's consequences, no matter how morally right you may seem. You feel me? So I would advise you to forgive him. You know, I'm not saying forget about it. You feel me? But forgive him. Because if you don't, it's going to hinder your blessings. Mm-hmm. It's going to hinder the good things that God got in store for you. Yeah. You know, we don't suffer in vain. You know what I'm saying? We suffer for gain. You know what I'm talking about? So you telling your story today, right now, I guarantee you have people on the other side of the camera probably crying because they going through the same thing. Mm-hmm. And you letting them know that they're not alone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I started my podcast, to control the narrative. You have these vloggers and these bloggers that only care about content that's going to create revenue.
Right.
I don't. I want to create platforms, and I'm creating a platform where people can live in their truth.
Right.
I'm not going to be the one to put a caption up and make people think it's something that it ain't. Nah, this is people's lives, man. This is real life stuff that's going on. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not about to play with nobody's life. I'm going to do what I can to help you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever I can't. But I'm quite sure there's a lot of people that's watching who's going to reach out, you know, and that's where it starts, man. We have to uplift each other. We have to be there for each other. You know what I'm saying? We are all one, but we don't know it until we become aware of that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I went through a lot of stuff, man, and I used to have a lot of bitter hatred against a lot of people that did me wrong. To this day, I be like, man, but I know God. You see what I'm saying? Only because I know God, I know how to deal with the hurt, the pain, the letdown. You know what I'm saying? Everything that people did me wrong about and still continue to do me wrong about. All because I know God, I let it go. That's the only reason. So you say you know God, you know what I'm saying? And that's your strength, man. You got to continue to build on your faith. Walk by faith and not by sight, you know what I'm saying? And let it out, let it go, man. Don't never be, because when you hold it in, pressure busts pipes. You know what I'm saying? When you holding stuff in, one of your kids might come in there and stump your toe. And you've been holding in all this other stuff that don't have nothing to do with that toe stump.
Yeah.
You fuck around and let that pressure out on your kid and bam, your kid gone. You see what I'm saying? So you got to, you know, let it out, man. And you're doing a good job at that, yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Thank
so
you.
Your dad, pray for him. You know, pray for him. We're gonna move on. Now, with all this dysfunction that's going on, man, you also talked about how you have another brother. You have another brother. And I believe that all of this stuff is going on because of, once again, your dad. To where your siblings are not walking in love with each other. You know, it's jealousy, it's envy, it's hatred. It's the kids are fucked up. I'm just gonna say it like that. You know what I'm saying? And you just had an incident, a situation, with one of your brothers. Started like some Cain and Abel shit. You know what I'm saying? Do you want to talk about that situation without talking about too much, and let the people know like how your father just got the whole family just fucked up?
We were kind of like raised in like competition with each other. You understand what I'm saying? My mother and father tend to take more to whichever child is doing something for them, because it all boils down to, a lot of the shit boils down to money, them being money hungry. You know what I'm saying? So if at this moment I'm financially taking care of them and looking out for them and shit like that, they on my side. So if I go through something with one of the siblings, because I'm financially, you know, breaking my neck for them at this moment, oh, they gonna ride against the other sibling with me, because I'm what I'm financially doing for them. You know what I'm saying? So as far as the situation that just happened with my brothers, without really getting into much in-depth detail, one brother is a fuck up. He can't get his life together to save his life. He's jealous of the other brother because the other brother is successful at whatever it is he does. He's successful. And the other brother did something to hurt the other brother. And instead of the mother and father, because we're all their kids, instead of them being by the side of the one that is hurting, it's like they're standing behind the other one that did the fuck shit. The grimy fuck, like you said, Cain and Abel. So if y'all know Cain and Abel's story, then y'all know kind of, sort of, y'all can put this shit together and figure out what it is that was done. So me being who I am, because I'm big on loyalty, I live by morals and values and principles. Me being who I am, you know, I reacted. Yes, I do love all my siblings, but when you do some fuck shit like this, that
right is right, wrong is wrong.
It hurt to the core that you could even do something like this to your own brother. How can you do something like this to your own brother? And it hurt me to the point where I reacted in a way that I wish I would have thought before I acted. But, you know, that's neither here or there. It is what it is, you know. But they raised us to be in competition with each other. My sisters are so jealous and envious. Oh, my God. I don't fuck with nobody.
You know what? It seemed like it should be. Like when you have a big family, you would think that it'll be love. Like, man, it should be love. Like we here for each other. But how can it be love when the foundation of what love's supposed to be is not solid? Is this first of all, your mom and your dad dysfunctional from the get-go?
Mm-hmm.
You know, not only that, bring in 10 kids without having their shit together, without really walking in love with each other. So y'all never even seen what real love is.
Never.
Only thing y'all seen was justification when a motherfucker fucked up. When oh, he did that, well, she shouldn't have did this. So it's like a blame game. Y'all whole family is blaming. You did this. You the reason this. You the reason that. Yeah, it wouldn't have did this if you wouldn't have did that. So that'll fuck people up. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Man, I think that you're doing a wonderful job knowing the things that I know that you have endured. You know, I heard you say something about adoption. I want to bring it back a little bit. You know, for a young lady, you know, you had 4 kids. You said you gave one of them up for adoption.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen the child since then?
Only on pictures.
You gave it up?
Only on pictures. It was supposed to be a closed adoption, but the family, she's up with a white family in Utah. They decided to keep the adoption open. So she'll be 16 on the 24th of October. So I've seen pictures. She writes letters. So she knows who I am. She, you know, she's not mad.
You talk with her? You talk to her?
We don't physically talk, but as far as like letters and pictures and stuff back and forth, I have to send my letters and stuff to the adoption agency, and then they send it to them. They send everything to me that they take to the adoption agency. So for her birthday 2 years ago, she got me a pair of birthstone earrings and a necklace to match it. So she says when she turns 18, she wants to come see me. But
so do you want after knowing what you know now, being established, do you want your daughter back?
I do. You know why, Turk? Because I had 3 kids after her. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't.
So she was the first one?
No, I had 3 kids after her. So it's a total of 7 altogether.
Okay.
So
so it's 3 before her. She in the middle.
Yes.
Okay.
And then it's 3 after her. So, you know, me having 3 kids after her, it makes me question my decision, because the sole reason that I made myself believe that I did the adoption was because I couldn't take care of her. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't.
But now you're taking care of 6.
Well, all my kids are really grown, but I got 2 kids that are with my parents. They've been with them since they were born, because I went to prison and had my 2 kids in prison.
Yeah.
So those are the 2 that they have custody of. But other than that, yeah. So my oldest technically in my house is 15. So they're 21, 19, 18, and 15.
Damn. And you gave her up the middle child, but had 3 after her.
I had 3 after her.
Damn. So do you think your mind just was in a confused space, like to where damn, I'm having another child. What can I do? I don't know what to do. Like, I'm just trying to see, like, your mind state, like where you was at mentally. Where was you at mentally to make you want to just say, enough is enough. I got 3. I can't, like, I'm kind of like, I'm a little confused. I got 3.
To save her.
What's one more? Like, I got 3 already.
Save her. I wanted to save her. Like, the first 3 kids that I had, I was so young. I told y'all earlier on, I was 13 when I got pregnant. By the time I was 17, I had 3 kids. So my parents, because I was so young and I was under their roof, my parents, they would abuse me. They would turn my kids against me. They would put me out, wouldn't let me take my kids with me. So when I got pregnant with her, I wanted to save her. I didn't want to bring her into everything that was already going on within the family. And
so that's what you thought. You thought by doing that you were saving her.
I did.
So okay, after when she got adopted, and what about the other 6 though? Like where you at, like, mentally with the other 6 at this time when you had 3 more after her?
So after her, so she was born in 2004. So 2005, I get into a relationship. My baby's dad's from Lake Charles, Louisiana. Hurricane Katrina happens. He comes to Atlanta. We get together. I have a child to him. So we were together. We were happy. We were in a relationship. He ends up going to prison, fucking with my father. So my baby's dad goes to prison for armed robbery the day that I go on labor with our daughter.
And your dad ain't go to jail this time, did he?
No, my baby's dad didn't rat on him. Nope.
Go ahead.
So my baby's dad go to jail the same day I go on labor with my daughter. And I think I was in love with him so much, and I was happy during that pregnancy. When I had Robin, her name's Robin, but they changed her name to Sadie. When I had her, I didn't have any attachments to the pregnancy at all because I was living with them with my 3 kids, and it was just a lot. It was a lot. It was draining. It was a lot. So there was no type of attachment to her pregnancy versus when I get pregnant a year later with Tanaya, and I was with her father the whole entire time, and we were happy, so at the end of the day, it was like I wanted Tanaya. I was in my own place by then, because up until having all 3 of those kids, I never had my own place. I always lived with them, and then they would put me out, and I would be sleeping on the streets and from pillow to post, and they always took my kids from me. I was never allowed to have my kids. They always took them from me. So when I get pregnant with Tanaya and I get my own place, I'm starting my own family. They give me 2 of my children back out of the 3. The oldest boy, they didn't give him back. So now I have my 2 children and the baby that I just had. So now I have my own little family now. But then life happens again, and my baby's dad get 10 years, and I get knocked back down again.
Yeah. Damn. So you did some time.
I did.
You did some time. So at the time when you did time, of course I know you could talk about it. What landed you in prison when you wound up getting your time? And where was you at that time? You know what I'm saying? At that moment, like what happened when that happened?
So my brothers, 2 of my brothers, they were gang affiliated at the time. Some shit popped off at the school down there, Redan School, and my mom put them out. She didn't want them in her home anymore. So I took them in. I'm like 19, 20, and I took in my 2 little brothers. And I took him in, and like I said, at that time I was getting high. I was snorting coke. I was popping pills. I was partying, prime time, all that. I was in prime time every night. I had a routine. Me and my squad in there. We're gonna pop a couple digits. We're gonna snort a couple lines, and we're gonna turn the fuck up. So I was never home. I was always in the streets. I ripped and ran, and my brothers were in my home, and they were taking my guns. Like I said, I had a bunch of guns, and they were taking my guns and they were hitting licks. They were doing robberies that I knew nothing about. So I cut my baby's dad up. So I ended up getting pregnant to somebody else, and my baby's dad that I said that introduced me to the coke. I ended up cutting him up, and I went to the county jail on Memorial Drive. I went and did like 3 or 4 months. When I came home, my house was a mess. Like, it was just so much going on. All of these robberies had already transpired. I was in jail. They were just using my guns. So when I get home, I'm ready to clean up. I've been in jail 3 months. I want to clean up. I want to, stop getting high. I told my baby's dad, if he can't stop getting high, we can't be together. None of that. So I don't know until I went to jail for cutting him up that I was pregnant. And I was actually pregnant with twins. So now I know I'm pregnant. I can't get high no more. I'm not going to do that to the baby. You know what I'm saying? So when I came home from jail, I told my brothers, like, listen, I'm getting ready to find a new house. I'm ready to go. I'm tired of the shootouts and all that shit like that. I'm just tired of everything. I'm tired of all the niggas hanging in my house. It's a couple rappers that's in the industry now that were kids back then. They were young back then that slept on my couch, that hung in my house. You know what I'm saying? So, I clean up. I get my carpet and stuff shampooed. And it was the Super Bowl year. I want to say the Indiana Colts and the Bears was playing that year. I want to say that's who it was. So they wanted to have a Super Bowl party. And I said, no. Well, I take something for pain. I go upstairs. Me and the kids lay down. I wake up. Cops everywhere. What's going on? Chill, don't say nothing. The gang of niggas in my house. And I can speak about it now because it's done and over with. We already went to jail for it. So they robbed Pizza Hut. Robbed Pizza Hut. Okay? Yeah. They got $12 fucking and about 8 pizzas from Pizza Hut. And they
pizzas are $12 and 8 pieces. Dang.
So that's the first robbery. So, okay, not even a week later, another robbery takes place. And when I came downstairs and found out where they went to go, the person they were going to rob, that was my nigga. I fucked with him. He was my homie. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm like, y'all doing that shit around here. He going to connect that shit and come here. Nah, y'all not putting me and my kids in that type of predicament. So I went and walked up on the robbery thinking they would stop the robbery because I was there, and they didn't. They didn't. So that's the second robbery that took place. So after the robbery goes down, I want to say maybe 3 or 4 days later, they showed up to my house and they had warrants for all of us. So my one brother's baby's mom, she set up the robberies from her phone. They got her number, traced it back to her, went to the school. She runs from the school. They don't know they following her, bring her to my house. They go in my mailbox, pull my name. Now they do a whole investigation. They come and get us. So I got sentenced to 10 years in prison for not ratting because I had nothing to do with none of the robberies.
Damn. So you kept it G, which, you know, the code of the streets, you know what I'm saying? That's how we got to do it. You know what I'm saying? Your time in prison, you kept it G.
Mm-hmm.
The people that you kept it G with, did they keep it G while you was in prison?
No. Well, as far as in prison or out here on the street?
Nah, did they keep it G? Wait, did all y'all get locked up or did some people stay on the street?
One other one got locked up. One other brother got locked up. He got 15 years. He came home angry in prison with an S on his chest for some odd reason. you know, we okay now. We cordial from this, but he was angry when he came home from prison, and he was jealous because I came home from prison and I kind of got my life in order. I started accomplishing certain things, and
so he not looking at the fact that he could have got more time if you would have snitched. You doing time with him, you ain't have shit to do with it. He mad at you because you doing your shit.
I was fucking a female guard. I was fucking a female guard in the county jail, right? I had a girlfriend.
You know, wait, you were doing what?
I was fucking with a female guard when I was in the
county. What was y'all having sex?
No, because it wasn't no way that you could do it without getting caught. So we were just, you know, like touchy feely shit like
but
that.
But is it possible to have sex with female guards, male guards, whoever you choose to have with in prison?
Absolutely. Very possible. That shit happens all the time. Yeah.
Very possible. Very possible.
Okay. So on my days that we were supposed to go to court, see, what my lawyer was doing was trying to get our cases tried separately, because I had 6 counts at the beginning of my situation when I was arrested. I had 6 counts of armed robbery, burglary, kidnapping, and murder. Okay. So that was the start. I never got a bond. When it took months for them to give me a bond. When they finally did give me a bond, my bond was, I think, $75,000 cash only. So, he was trying to like separate himself from me, you know, and I couldn't understand for the life of me. So what I did was I had the guard that I was fucking with, my female guard, put us on a transport bus together for court. And that day she put us on a transport bus together. I asked him, I said, yo, bro, listen, my lawyer said I can go home scot-free. All you got to do is write a statement and tell them I didn't have nothing to do with nothing. That nigga looked at me and said, sis, if I write a statement clearing your name, I'm going to implicate myself. And I looked at him and I said, fuck it, let's take this ride.
So your brother, I mean, I could kind of like understand, but then it's a fucked up situation for him to come home mad and jealous of you when you could have fucked him all, on top of him not wanting to cut you loose. But I understand him not like incriminating himself. I can understand that. But
he deliberately drove into my car in January, and I anything I say is facts. I don't do no capping, putting on, or anything like that. So I still couldn't understand for the life of me, like, nigga, I lost my kids, you know what I'm saying? And I was pregnant with twins at the time, which one of the twins ended up dying. But I'm like, how in the fuck can you be angry and mad and jealous at me? And this is a picture of my car. This was back in January when he hit my car. Drove into my car. I drive an Audi A8.
Yeah. So he just ran into the car while the car was parked, or was you in it?
My car was parked, and we were in my mother's house. They had a card game, and I was there at the card game. And he was losing, and he was angry. He was angry because he was losing, and he got to talking big shit. And, you know, he's talking heavy to me. So I'm drinking a little bit, and I start back talking like, nigga, the shit you talking, that shit ain't nothing. You talking about this. Nigga, I make that in a fucking hour. You know what I'm saying? And one thing led to another. We got, you know, almost got physical with each other to the point they put him out, and he leaves out, and all I hear is boom.
So y'all got a lot of envy, jealousy, like, man, it shouldn't be like that. Go back to your dad, you know. I'm gonna have respect for your dad because that's your dad, but in the real world, like, he a fucked up individual, you know. The kids have to bear that burden. The kids have to, you know, like, go through what y'all going through right now as adults. So as adults right now, from all the trauma that y'all went through, y'all do not get along like y'all should, even being grown right now. Y'all are really separated. Y'all don't fuck with each other. Like, how that go? How, you know, are you cool with any of your siblings today?
No. Now, my one sister, she's on here now. The one that was 12 years old when my father did that, I called her. We haven't spoken in like a year.
Was she on here? She watching us?
She's watching this because I called her because I wanted to let her make her aware because she's on my Instagram. So I didn't want her to see me on here and then click on at the time I'm speaking about.
You know what? If the sister, if you're on here right now, and I would like to do it if y'all would want to do it. You know, you say you haven't talked to her?
I called her before I got on and let her know that I was coming on here to do this and I was going to speak about, you know, I was telling our story.
Cause I can bring her on here with you if y'all want, if she want to do that, you know. Like I say, I'm all about bridging the gap, bringing peace, you know, unity.
You know, see if she's still there.
Doing my part, man, as a human being. If she want to get on, you know, she could come on, and I would like to see y'all just forgive each other, man. Just, you know, at the end of the day, y'all blood, y'all related.
I don't know if she's still on here or not. She's not answering her phone. I called her on Facebook because I don't have her number.
Okay, don't worry about it. She's not on. Don't worry about it. It's just not meant to be. But like I say, sisters, y'all are welcome to come on, and you know, if y'all want to tell y'all part, we can make it a part 2, part 3. You know, if y'all want to do it, you know what I'm saying? But you're doing a great job, man. I don't think you're tearing anybody down, because I'm quite sure it's some emotions there where you really can like be hated and heated and hated, you know what I'm saying? But you're not doing that. You know, you're being very strong and respectful. You know, okay, so all this stuff going on, you know what I'm saying? Now you in prison.
Hey, hold on, Turk. Do you want to come on? Turk want to know if you want to come up here and speak real quick.
Yeah. I mean, what am I gonna say?
I mean, it's not about talking about nothing. He asked me if I talked to any of my siblings, and I said no. I said, but you're the only one that I have just recently. You know, I reached out to you to tell you what, you know, the podcast was going to be about. So I didn't want you to, you know, hear about it, you know, at no surprise or anything. Because he asked me if I talked to any of my siblings, and I told him no.
Okay.
So, if she want to, you know, she don't have to.
He said you don't have to if you don't want to.
No, I was just getting ready for work. I'm combing my hair down. I'm getting ready. I'll join. How do I join, sis?
Okay, come back.
Tell her she just send a request, and she gonna be on with me and you.
Okay.
All right.
That's good, y'all. So the sister about to come on, you know. But I like to see y'all have a big family reunion, and your daddy need to be a man.
It'll never work. It'll never work.
Nah, that's the thing. The law of attraction.
Yeah.
If y'all just sit down, the family, I'm gonna send you a link when I get off here. I don't know if you ever watched The Secret. You know what I'm saying? But it's this documentary called The Secret. And I actually got the book right here. You know what I'm saying? The law of attraction is so real, man. Like, we become what we focus on. So if you're saying never, it's never gonna be never, you know. But if you're saying, I'm gonna fix this, it's sort of like the story of Joseph. You familiar with the story of Joseph in the Bible?
Mm-hmm.
How his brothers sold him into slavery, they lied up on him, they hated on him, they did all this, they did all that, but God sent him ahead of them to save their life because it was a famine that came. You know, I think you might be the Joseph of y'all family. You know what I'm saying?
And I think that too. Like, when my life did start changing, I was the outlet. I was the one to break the chains. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But oh my God.
I think you can, but you're gonna have to walk by faith and not by what you feel. You know, so right now this is a stunt. Your sister says she wanna come on. What's her name?
Natisha Lene, I believe that's her name.
Okay, this is a stunt. Your sister coming on here, you know. She got to accept it. There you go. Hey, sister.
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm good.
How
Getting
you
ready.
doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right. Well, hold up. Yeah, yo. Nah, yeah, yo, you can stay on. Yeah, yo, where you at? Yeah, yo, you got to come back. Yeah, yo, don't have to get off.
Yeah, where you go, sis?
Yeah, tell her to come back on. I can have both of y'all on. I can have both of y'all on here.
Okay, hold on.
Hold up. Yeah, both of y'all can come on. Yeah, both of y'all can be on. Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. Y'all look alike too. Yeah,
Hey.
yeah.
Hey.
Y'all look like y'all happy now. Y'all look like y'all happy. Is that a front for the camera?
No,
What's
I
going
miss
on?
her. I miss her.
So when the last time you hugged your sister?
It's been over a year. We fell out about a year ago.
My mom raised us to hate each other. Once I'm the one that got molested at 12, and she hated me and blamed me, and she taught the little ones, because I didn't meet them until I was like 10. My grandma raised me. So when I met them, I just loved them. They were all so cute. I just wanted siblings. I was raised by myself. So when I met my sisters and brothers, I just loved them. But at 12, when her husband came home from jail, he touched me. And when I finally told her, she was in denial and she blamed me. So she talked about me real bad to all of my siblings. And it made them grow up hating me because they didn't understand. Like my sister said, they did not understand. They thought I came in out of nowhere and I tried to, destroy their family. So it's ugly. But
Wait, now hold up. You came in and destroyed their family. So are you adopted or that's your mama?
that's my
mom.
I'm the
You
third.
came out of her womb?
Yeah, she birthed me, but
So when
they,
you say destroyed their family, that's your family. Why you say their family?
Because
because
I'm the oldest to my father. I'm the oldest. So me on down, the 7 of us, those are the ones my mother raised. The 3 above me, which she's right above me. Our birthdays are actually 8 days apart. She's right above me. My mother didn't raise her first 3 kids. She actually dropped her off on a porch in a car seat, and her grandmother raised her. So
So
I
this
didn't
is
meet
like
her till I was like 9, 10. I didn't meet her till I was like 9, 10.
okay, so this is like, and you said you had kids and then somebody else raised your kids. So is this like a pattern that going on with all the girls in the family? Like everybody got somebody raising somebody in the family because of dysfunction?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Damn. It messed me up that she said your mama said thought made y'all hate her because she was messing up y'all family when y'all are family.
Yeah, but she didn't raise it. She didn't raise her kids like that. So when we came back, because we weren't her husband's kids, and because he did that to me, we weren't loved like they were, and they were half loved. So it's like we were the outcasts. I'm the black sheep. You see what I'm saying? And because I sent their dad to jail, in their mind, they're kids. They don't understand. All they hear is the chatter, amongst the grown-ups. And it was acceptable because my uncle touched her and some other stuff happened, and my mom's husband, he raped her cousin and did some other stuff. Like, he's a pervert. He's been doing this before they even got married. So she said, I do, knowing what type of man that he was. And he destroyed so many lives. It's sad. From us, his other daughters that are his daughters. He tried to pay my one sister to take some naked pictures. She was 15. He touched on my other sister. Now she's strung out on wet. So I'm not the only one. And this lady ended up renewing her vows. And these people sat around and celebrated them renewing their vows. After he's done and destroyed so many lives, even my brothers. Like you said,
He molested the boys too?
no, he didn't touch the boys, but I'm talking about just playing them against each other. And like Anya said,
This man is a monster, man. He
he's
a
hard.
monster.
He's
He's a
hard.
fucking monster. He making me want to kick his ass. Like for real. That's fucked up, man.
Don't get him. You know why? Because everybody that he's done wrong, they're gonna grow old and they're gonna be sick and whatever it is that God casts upon them. And I'm here. I'm one class away from my bachelor's degree. My sister has her own business. A lot of us, yay! After these 2 classes, I got my capstone. I'll have my bachelor's in psychology. So everything that happened to me, I am going to be helping other women that are broken and went through similar situations. So it made me stronger. And you know, I work for a domestic violence shelter. I'm on my way to work now. I got to be there by 3. So I'm very good.
Man, I love your spirit, man. Hey, this is what I want to know. Okay, can y'all too? Cause y'all seem like y'all very strong, and I met China too. You know, y'all seem like y'all very strong. Don't y'all know y'all can change this? Y'all can't change what he did, but y'all can make it better for y'all kids.
Absolutely.
So they can grow up knowing their relatives and not have to live what y'all live. It starts with a changed mind. Once you change your mind, you change your life. So y'all two being on here today, can y'all keep in touch with each other? I'm talking about to the point where, look, sis, don't say what can't happen because this wasn't supposed to happen. This wasn't planned. But look, we all here together. So this is how God worked, man. God work in mysterious ways. So I believe that y'all can stay in contact with each other and bridge the gap. Fuck what your dad did. Don't dwell on it. Let it go. Forgive him. Move forward and make y'all kids' life better because y'all made a decision to say, you know what? I forgive you. This made me strong. I'm going to help somebody else. And start at home first by helping y'all kids.
Yep.
Because you can't help an outsider if you can't help an insider that's right there with you.
Right. Facts. And that's why I refuse. I am the opposite of the dysfunctional, you know, family that I'm related to. You know, I'm raising my kids. We moved out of the state. You know, we went through some things and life is good. God is good. And I'm in a way better space. I separated myself. I told my sister, like, I just wish you would have separated yourself when I did, you know, and you hold up.
See, that's got to right there. Y'all got to stop saying, I wish you would have did this when I did, because now, like I say, is a new beginning.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you can't brag and boast about what you did. Y'all need to do it together.
But it just hurts.
As strong black women, the new movement is we're gonna move together. We are both successful. Let's continue this journey together. This my sister. We're blood. You know what I'm saying? It could be better. An empire is better if y'all work together. I promise you.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
If y'all work together, y'all could be very, very, very successful and have a very successful family business. Yeah. Fuck the past, because you can't change the past and you can't do nothing about the future. You only could do something about the present. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you from coming on here, and I want to hear an update on y'all, man, keeping in contact with each other, man, because both of y'all smiling, man. You know, y'all need to hug each other now.
Yeah. I miss her, because out of all of them, like, I think we had end up building the strongest relationship together. Like, so the years that we finally did, when we did merge together, we were good. When we were good, we were good. You know what I'm saying? So, and the shit we kind of fell out over, it wasn't really nothing that strong. It's really some petty shit. You know what I'm saying? But when you raise...
Well, this is what I want to know. Before y'all get off, I want y'all to look at each other, and both of y'all apologize to each other and move forward, man.
Can y'all do that?
Can y'all do that in front of everybody that's watching y'all?
I apologize, and I love you, and I miss you.
I apologize, sis. I miss you, and I'm your big sister, and I'm always here for you. That's why when you call, I'm all... You know I love you. You know, I did your ponytails, girl.
Okay. That's what's up. See, that's all it takes, man. That's all it takes. Like, we gotta let our pride go, man. Listen, man. Like, the world is against us. We can't be against us. You feel me? So that's a start. Man, y'all stick together, man, and build something and let no man separate it. Man, y'all are sisters. She the big sister, you the little sister. Y'all gotta let y'all pride and egos go, because guess what? That person that you made yourself to be is really not who you are. You know what I'm saying? We are spiritual beings, and that means we are one. You know what I'm saying? So one cannot not have the other.
Yeah.
You can't, the ear can't say I don't want the nose, and the nose can't say I don't want the mouth, when all of it work together to form the body. So that's how you got to think. I'm proud of y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? That's that make me feel good right now. You know.
You.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say something though. You know, before I go, I love y'all. I'm going to work. You know, it's nothing wrong with. Sometimes you have to go on a journey by yourself and rebuild yourself and find yourself again. And that's the journey that I'm doing. And now I'm ready. You know, I'm ready.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So y'all gonna keep in contact, and y'all gonna take it slow, man. Man, look, man, kick down them doors, like
I'm gonna be
kick
looking
them
for my
doors down.
graduation. I'm gonna be looking for my graduation ticket in the mail, because I know what she went through. You know, so the fact that she's getting ready to get her bachelor's, like I was there with her by her side when she got her associate's. So now that she's accomplishing her bachelor's, I would love to attend her graduation. I would, and I can customize your graduation in your cap.
There you go. There you go. There you go. So that's what's up, man. I appreciate you, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to get back. We got to close this up with Yayo. And
All right.
you're welcome to come on here anytime. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, you know, this is a great moment, man. I'm glad y'all was able to mend y'all relationship, and make sure y'all just stay in contact with each other, man.
Yeah.
Okay. See ya.
Well, have
Nice
a
to meet
good
you.
work, sis.
Bye, sis.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Mwah.
All
Love you.
right. So Yayo, see how God works. That's man. You smiling like a motherfucker, man. That was up.
I miss her.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Like that's what's up. See, man, that's what's up. See, they don't make this type of shit go viral, because they don't want relationships to get mended. They want us to be in strife. They want us to be in competition. They want us to be all the extra shit that don't bring us together in love. You know what I'm saying? So that's a start, man. And guess what? You can do that with each and every last one of your siblings first. And when the mama see the siblings coming together, maybe she'll be like, you know what? You got to go, nigga. Because as long as she see like a perfect finger, bam, 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 she can't see where it's wrong at. See what I'm saying? When you point fingers, 3 pointing back at you, so you can't see where you wrong at.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do that. Just continue to operate in love like you're doing right now. Because I guarantee you, y'all are family. When everybody let their pride go, everybody gonna be smiling at the end of the day. Right. You know what I'm saying? Walk in love, like Keely Black said. That's my cousin. Just walk in love, man. That's all you gotta do. So we're gonna move past all the drama. Now that, you know, you got that out, let the people know, you know, how you transition. You came home from jail. Let me back it up a little bit, because I heard that you wrote a book. I heard that you wrote a book.
Did.
I heard that you wrote a book, you know what I'm saying? And I'm quite sure a lot of people want to buy your book. But what happened to the book? Because you told me something happened to the book, and like, goddamn.
I've been sneaking, smoking a cigarette while I've been on here, because I didn't want nobody to see that. But I'm going to take a puff real quick.
I'm about to open my hot fries.
I'm getting ready to take a puff.
Man, you can smoke that mother on here, man. You all right?
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
So, prison. All right. The Brat, Shantae Harris.
The Brat. The singer, The Brat?
Yeah, the rapper.
Okay.
We were like this in prison. We were pretty close. We worked the same detail. You wasn't allowed to smoke cigarettes inside the prison. So, we wasn't allowed to smoke cigarettes inside the prison. So I did, my security level, because of the charges that I had, my security level was closed. So I was at the only maximum female prison they had, which was Lee Arrendale State Prison in Alto, Georgia. So from county, we were in county together. She didn't last long in county. She bonded right out, so it was only for a few hours.
Hold on. Babe, check the camera and see why Pinky barking.
I know that's right.
Go ahead.
So when she gets sentenced, she ends up in the same prison as me. So we're on the same block. In D unit. It was called SMU. They called it SMU, which was D unit, because that's where like people with like, you know, violent charges and stuff, that's where they sent you to first. So we were on the same block and we would swap books with each other. So like when Jermaine Dupri was in her, like he came out with his book, Diary of a Mogul. Snoop, the actor from The Wire, I think, yeah, she's from The Wire, right? Snoop from Baltimore. Yeah. When she came out with her book, like we would swap books with each other. So the person that took care of me, my godmom, that took care of me in prison, she would send me books. The brat would get her books, and we would swap books with each other. So one day, we had got off our detail, and she didn't have nothing else to read. So she was like, damn, yeah, you got something for me to read? And I was like, B, I ain't got nothing. I said, everything I got on my shelf, you read already. So I was like, I only got one other book for you to read. And she was like, what is it? And I was like, it's the book about my life. And she was like, I want to read it. And I'm like, girl, I'm a pea in your pie. Like, you don't want to read my book about my life. You know what I mean? I'm nobody to you. She's a celebrity. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't think she would want to read my book, but she insisted that I give her my book to read. So I gave her my book that night for her to read it. And I ended up getting called out of my cell at like 4 a.m. So if you ever been to prison, anybody on here that ever been to prison or jail, when they take you to court or they transfer you or something, they come and get you like a thief in the night, you know? So they pull me out at 4 a.m. and take me to the front. And I'm like, what am I doing up here? And they're shipping me to another prison. Now, the reason why they're shipping me to another prison is because one of the baddest bitches in this prison, she had 15 years. She had already been locked up like 10 years. She was fucking with me. My best friend was her girlfriend, and she kept picking with me. And she thought I was messing with Kiki, and I wasn't. And free Kiki, she's in there doing life on murder.
Free Kiki.
So, Megan and Kiki were girlfriends, but Kiki was my best friend. Like, we were inseparable. We did every fucking thing together. Everything. So Megan thought I was messing with Kiki, and Kiki couldn't understand. She couldn't take the drama no more. So Kiki got shipped to another prison, which I think it was Pulaski. At that time, she got shipped to Pulaski. So now that Kiki's not there to be in the middle of me and Megan, Megan felt like she could fuck with me. So because I'm from up north, a lot of them bitches didn't like me down there. So I had to fight. You know what I'm saying? They would call me Philly. I'm not from Philly. I'm from Harrisburg. It's a difference. So the bitch came to my cell one night, and she wanted to fight me. And I was trying not to fight her, and she insisted, and she ran up in my cell, and I whooped the bitch's ass.
She out of place. She all the way out of place.
Yeah, I whooped her ass. I beat her bloody. So we both went to the hole. So the warden and the captain of the prison came to my cell the next day while I'm in the hole, and they told me to pack my shit. I was getting out the hole. They was happy that I whooped her ass, because for 10 years, they had to put up with her shit.
Oh, yeah. Them bitches be cutthroat like that.
Yeah, they were scared. Nobody would go up against her and her crew, because all them bitches had like life and 15 and 20 years and shit like that. So these bitches been running shit for a long time. And here I come, you know what I mean? This little bitch from up north, and I whooped her motherfucking ass. I got out of the hole. I didn't even sit in the hole 24 hours. She ended up sitting in there like 6-7 months, somewhere like that. So what she did was she had her family reach out to Internal Affairs, and they put us under investigation. So I keep having to go meet with the Internal Affairs and shit like that. So because the investigation was getting so big, because her family on the outside, when you got people on the outside fighting for you, they can get shit done. So because the investigation was getting so big, and this man's a captain and he's been at this prison for all these years, they had to lower my security level and ship me up out of there, because they didn't want to suspend him or fire him or anything while the investigation was going. So they dropped my security level and they shipped me to a minimum security place. Well, when they end up shipping me to the minimum security place, I end up escaping. I end up fucking around with another guard there, and she opened the doors and let me out.
And you were fucking with them guards like a motherfucker, yo, Joseph.
They get you what you want in that motherfucker. So.
They don't. Hey, people on the outside don't understand. You know, I had a situation, not to just get off the track, when, you know, I told people I cheated on my wife. And it went very viral, you know what I'm saying? But people in prison understand that language, you know what I'm saying? People on the outside, common sense is not common sense to them, so they will think, oh, he must have did something with a man. Ain't no woman, you know, but, you know, you're a female.
Nah, them guards, especially in them jails in the South, them guards, they be with the shit. You hear me? You might be scared to approach them on some shit like that, and they coming at you, and you looking like, wait, is this a fucking setup or something? So I end up escaping the minimum security camp that I was in. I ran for like 20 months. I end up pregnant again. So when I get turned in by my cousin, by this time I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm set up. I'm moving in Charlotte.
Your cousin is snitched on you.
My cousin snitched on me, turned me in. I go back to prison. I give him the 20 months back. So I end up doing a little over 2 years. The DeKalb County was waiting on me at the back gate when I finished out my sentence. I go, now the lawyer that I had on my original case, I reach out to him. He come get me straight out of there. I'm fighting the escape charge now for 2 years on the street. So I'm driving back and forth from Charlotte to Atlanta every fucking month for like damn near 3 years fighting the case, till one day I show up to court and the judge is like, I don't have a case to even try. Like I don't have no charges. Everything just magically disappeared. That was nothing but God. I never questioned it. I said from that point forward, now, because with that over me, knowing that I escaped, I knew I was going back for a minimum of 5 to 10 years. So I couldn't really get my life together. I didn't have a direction for my life, because I'm like, I'm not trying to really put the pieces together. And then I go back to prison. I didn't want to go through that. So I end up getting off of that, the escape. I'm free. Now I can start my life. So I reached out to Debrat on Facebook. And she acted like she didn't know who the fuck I was. And it bothered me. It like really bothered me, because when we was in there, you was scared to pop sockets and shit.
Wait. Who act like they didn't know you?
Debrat.
You talking about the rapper Debrat?
Yes, we were in prison together.
She did get some prison time.
Yes. Look her up. Lee Arendelle State.
Yeah, she did get prison. Yeah, okay. Because I'm hearing you saying, okay.
Yeah. So I'm reaching out to her now that I got everything taken care of. I'm free. Now I want to put my life together. I want to get my story out there. So I'm beating her down on Facebook like, yo, B, what's up? It's me. It's Yayo, Anye. You know, we was in Alto together. And she just act like she don't know me. And I'm sitting up here like, yo, we ain't got to be friends. None of that. Just let me get my book. That's all I kept asking her about.
So the Brat wind up still having your book from when you let her read it.
Yes.
And when you contacted her on the outside, she act like she ain't know you, but you just trying to get your book from her.
That's it. Like,
I mean, you try to holler at her, but if you don't know me, shit, I want my book.
Yeah. Like, don't forget, I was the one popping those sockets for you when we was in prison. When I say pop a socket, we couldn't smoke inside on the block. We weren't allowed to. We could only smoke outside. We would only get 3 smoke breaks a day. Down there in Alto, Georgia, the prison we was in, it'd be 116 degrees. So niggas ain't really going outside. You know what I'm saying? So I would pop a socket. So you pop a socket with either a pad or a tampon, you fluff it out, you take a full packet from the noodles, and you tear that plastic off the inside, you fold them full sticks up, put them in the socket, slap them bitches together, and boom, you light your cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? So
and you didn't talk these people stuff. You didn't talk these people stuff.
Yeah. So she was scared to pop sockets in there. You know what I'm saying? So I used to pop her sockets for her. So the fact that she's acting like she don't know who I am and stuff like that, it bothers me. Like, bitch, I used to sit there with you when you and Chelsea, you and Chelsea, that was her girlfriend in prison. Some white girl named Chelsea.
Wait, the Brat had a white girl in prison? The Brat was messing around with people in prison?
Yeah, she dressed like she dressed like a stud. Her prison uniform was like baggy and stuff like that, but she still wore makeup and she wore her hair in braids straight back. She always kept her hair braided. But yeah, she had a girlfriend in there. Her girlfriend was this little white girl named Chelsea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to the brat, man. You know what I'm saying? Making moves in the thing, man. You know, but you know, I mess with the brat, man. You know, they got a TV show out right now. I don't know if you're aware. Her and I think the real Big Judy, I believe. You know, they're together now. So if you had a chance to say anything to the brat, you know, what would you say to her? Like, you know, today, if you was to run into her today, like, do you still want your book? I mean,
yeah,
what would you say to her?
If I see her today, I would just say, listen, B, because we wasn't allowed to call her the brat. They would put us in the hole for 24 hours if we called her the brat. They said either call her Shantae Harris. I did what the fuck I wanted to do, so I called her B. But if I was to see her today, I would just say, B, like, all I want is my book. That's it. Like
your book with your life story, what you've been telling us today.
My life story up until me going to prison. That's what my book was about. My life.
So you just had one copy? You just had one copy?
I didn't have nobody that I could send my book out to type it up into a manuscript for me. I didn't have nobody on my
So
side.
you had so I'm quite sure you probably had the yellow pad, you know what I'm saying, the white pad, you know, the long junk, because we didn't want the short one, we had a long one. You know, I did almost 10 years in there. So when you give somebody that, that's like, I trust you. Because I had a lot of stuff wrote down. And if I give you this, I trust you, because you're not giving that pad up to nobody. Mm-hmm. So that says a lot about that material that you gave her. And when you saw her, when you seen her, when you contacted her, she act like she didn't know you. Yeah. So, I mean, the book gone. I mean, is it safe to say that your life story have to be wrote all over again? Because I don't think she got the book with her. I mean, what you think? You think she still got it? Did she left it in the prison?
What I've been doing since I've been home, I keep Googling like keywords and stuff from the book, the title of the book and everything like that. I do go and Google it because, like, you know, you can type in keywords and stuff like that, and anything associated with those keywords will pull up. So what I do know is she didn't try to publish the book as her own or someone else's or anything like that. But if you left it in the prison, just tell me that. You know what I'm saying? If you threw it away, because a lot of people come home from jail and they want to forget everything that, you know, that associated with them going to prison, and they throw everything away. You know, so if
I was able to do this in prison.
But see, I didn't have nobody that I could trust enough to send my shit to.
It was a guy from Chicago who had been on a compound, and he was cool in the library. So I was able to write my book. When I came home, I was able to put it on a PDF file. This is my movie. I was able to put it on a PDF file. I also wrote a book. And when I came home, I was able to publish my book.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? Now, what I did, I had the paper just like you, but I had my wife, who's I'm married with now. Mm-hmm. I sent her out everything, and she kept good care of my stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that was the only person that I trusted. Mm-hmm. Now, having all this information where I'm making a lot of money off of these books, I actually made $600,000 off of this book in the pandemic when it started last year. Wow. You know, so you can make a lot of money off of your book. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I bought this house from my story of a book that I wrote in prison.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I know how you feel about your life story, but I don't want you to give up. And I think it's not as easy as it is when you're in prison to write the stuff down, you know, but audio books, you can have your phone now, you can record yourself, and you might need to start all over. It'd probably be better, you know. I think that's a lost cause. I mean, if you find it, that's God. But reality of that situation, it's gone. And if it's in the prison, no telling where it's at. You know how news travel in the prison. You feel me? You told your story today. You feel me? This is a start. You know, I think you got a hellified story that'll change a lot of people's lives. You know what I'm saying? And man, just start all over, man, and you know, make it better. Do your audio book, do the physical, the paperback, do the you can do a ebook. It's just so many formats. You got so much access to stuff out here, and you also can get you a editor. You can get you a person that can sit down and listen to it, and they'll read and articulate it for you. You see what I'm saying? So you got a lot of more resources to tell your story. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, don't be mad about that. So how do you feel about the Brat? Do you feel some type of way? Because you know you hold grudges and stuff. Do you you know how you feel about that? You know what I'm saying?
I do. When I heard about her and Judy's show, I tried to tune into it, but the person inside of me, I had to turn this shit off because it just bothered me. Because at the end of the day, you did 3 years. We were in prison together. So the fact that I'm not asking you to be my best friend or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't respect her because you could have easily just put me off by saying you left the book, you threw it away, any of that.
It'll give you closure. It'll give you closure from thinking where my book is.
Yeah. So the way she went about it, I'm not too happy with her. I don't care for her. I used to have, you know, a lot of respect for her. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, when you in prison with somebody together, y'all share the same struggle, the same everything. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Like,
we gonna try to mend that relationship as well with you and the Brat. The Brat, if you happen to stumble upon this interview, hope that you follow, you know, homegirl. She said y'all know each other. She said only thing she wants is her book. She wants some type of closure. You know, y'all make sure y'all at the Brat. I'm gonna upload this. You know, and maybe the Brat will see it and reach out to you, man. And it probably just a big misunderstanding, and she probably can help you. You know what I'm saying? You never know. You feel me? Anything else we need to know? Your sublimation business. Let's tap into that, because throughout all this stuff that you have went through, you could have came home being bitter, being mad about a lot of stuff. You had every right to just take it out on people. But you took that energy and you turned it into something productive. And now you have your own business and you're an entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? Talk about how that transition was from living a life of getting money the easy way to getting it in a corporate way now.
I came home busting my ass, working. Sometimes I had to work 2 to 3 jobs, you know, because I got to play catch up from being gone away for so long. And then once I stumbled across, you know, a little bit of money, I said I wanted to do something with it, you know, because I was tired of working for people. I had been teaching myself sublimation on a computer and stuff like that before I had even got into it. So I fell in love with it once I dumped the money into all the machines and the blanks and stuff like that. I just started going with it. My support wasn't what it needed to be here. Excuse me. My support wasn't what it needed to be in my city. Like, it's small, but everybody's jealous of each other. Everybody hates on each other, different stuff like that. So it's hard to try to come up here. So what I had to do was I had to figure out another way. And what I ended up doing was I ended up start teaching courses. I start selling classes. So I actually teach people how to get into doing sublimation, just anything with designing, period, whether it's parties, chip bags, water bottles, all of that. I teach classes on that, t-shirts, all of that. And then, okay, so that wasn't enough. And then I said, you know what? I want to come up with something else. And that's when I came out with this. And this is my own sublimation paper to do sublimation on cotton shirts.
Okay.
So, and you know, it did pretty good, you know, but unfortunately, in July of this year, this is sublimation as well that I have on. and this is my best friend. He was murdered back in
Okay.
July. So
Okay.
when he got murdered, I had, you know, took my website down. And ever since he was murdered, it's just been something after something after something after something. And so, you know, I had took a break for a little bit from it because my focus wasn't there. But sublimation, I am the queen of sublimation. The queen.
Okay. Okay. So how can people get in contact with you if they want to join your class and if they want to purchase, you know, customized sublimation items?
They can inbox me here. I have a website under maintenance right now. But you can hit me on Instagram, or you can go on Facebook. I have my own Facebook group where I teach these crafts and stuff like that. As Maya's Crafts on Facebook. You can join my Facebook group.
So Maya's blank_21 on Instagram. Y'all can DM her if y'all try to get any sublimation blanks. Can you explain to them what is sublimation blanks? Because I'm quite sure a lot of people don't know what that means. They probably thinking about bullets or something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay. So this is part of the setup. I converted my downstairs into a warehouse of my house. These are like sequin pillows. So this would be considered a sublimation blank. So if you were someone that customized, you would buy the sublimation blanks from me, and you could heat press somebody's picture or anything on there. These are like puzzles. I got notebooks. These are tumblers, flares, wine boxes, shot glasses. These are photo frames. So for graduation, these were real popular this year. You could put your graduate's face on there. These are ties, graduation stoles and stuff. I got socks and stuff in there, pillows.
So you didn't turn your living room into a whole warehouse.
Yes, I did.
And a workhouse.
I did. I sure did.
That's great. See, a lot of people, it's no excuse for people to be broke because your ideas are your fortunes. And I'm quite sure that you had an idea that you just acted upon. You know, you ain't sat down, you ain't cried. You got all the reason to complain and point fingers and say why I can't, why I ain't, you know, but you are challenging yourself by going forward, and you made yourself into an entrepreneur. You found you became a problem solver. You know what I'm saying? And when you become a expert in other people's unhappiness and finding a problem, solving a problem, you will always have finances. That's called passive income. You know what I'm saying? And you don't have to work hard. You know, you right in your house. I got right now where I'm at right now. I have turned this into my whole house. I have the sublimation stuff that I be doing, but I don't be into it like that. I have the podcast, the broadcast. You know, a lot of people be like, well, you be on live all day, but they not knowing I monetize all day.
Right.
I get paid to be on live. I'm not on live like a regular person just being on live. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't understand that it's brands that want to advertise with me. It's people that want to get features, walkthrough shows. Like, there's so much passive income that come when you build your platform. I can sell my book. You know what I'm saying? I could connect. I could network. You know what I'm saying? With people all over the world. Our main problem used to be we can't get to the plug. We can't get to people. But if you're a person that can speak, if you're a person that can talk, if you're a person that can negotiate, what you waiting on? You see what I'm saying? So I commend you, man, because I know what it's all about being an entrepreneur, man, you know what I'm saying? And anything that I can do on my end, you know, I would like to get some of that, your material, some of those blanks, because you got some stuff that I ain't know you can put sublimation on, you know, and I would like to join your class, man. I want to help you out, man, because, man, you come from a lot, and anything that I could do on my end, man, you know, I use my platforms. You know, we on 4 phones right now, so it ain't just right here. You bang, 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 bang.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we all over. It's marketing all over. You already know how I get down. But I'm proud of you, man. And if
Thank
nobody
you.
ain't tell you that, I
Thank
am.
you.
And I'm quite sure people who got to know your story today, they're going to
Yeah.
support you. You know what I'm saying? They're going to follow you. Some of them going to be in your DM trying to like you. You know what I'm saying? But I think that you got a wonderful story, man. Hopefully you can get your book. But if not, I hope you take the advice that I did give you.
Yeah.
Because your story is your glory, man. You know, God allowed you to go through what you went through to help somebody else that's going through the same thing.
Yeah.
And not only that, you didn't give up, you know. And I see a bright future for you, man. Keep on going forward, you know. Keep on opening up your businesses. Keep turning your ideas to your fortunes, you know. And I wish you nothing but more success, man. On top of the
Thank
success
you
that
so
you
much,
got, you
bro.
know.
Thank you.
Yeah. And I'm gonna be getting with you because I need some of that paper. I need some of that ink. I need some of everything that you got, man. You
Right,
know what I'm
right.
saying?
Well, you got the
So yeah,
number. So you hit
yeah,
me and let me know what all you need so I can go ahead and put you a package together and get it out to you.
yeah. That's what's up. That's what's up. Any last thing you got to say to anybody? Any shout outs or anything you want to people to know before we get off here?
I just want to say I thank you guys for tuning in and listening to the story. Y'all don't understand how much that of a relief I got from being able to share my story. I appreciate y'all for staying tuned. Those of you who follow me, I will follow you guys back. This is not it. This will not be the last that you guys see of me. So just rock with me and I'll follow you guys back so you guys can stay tuned to my story. Turk, I want to thank you, big bro, for bringing me
It's
here
all
to
love,
tell my
man. It's all
story.
love.
Like, seriously,
It's
I
all
be
love.
telling somebody.
I'm thinking bringing you up on here probably like once a month or something, man, so you can keep the
Okay.
people updated, man. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because a lot of people like to know how it's going. So
Right.
you just inspired me to have that idea to keep up with people that I bring up on here.
Right.
We want to know how is it going? Is it going or is it stopping? You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna bring you on the first episode of how's it going so you can update the people. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right.
That's
Well,
what's
I'll
up,
do
man. Well,
that.
we appreciate you.
Yes.
And we about to close this up, man. You know what I'm saying? It's been a pleasure to have you. And
Yeah.
like I say,
Same
man,
here.
make sure y'all follow her. If y'all not following her, y'all see it pinned down right there. You know what I'm saying? Follow on Instagram and anything that y'all need to know. Y'all can ask her. You feel me?
All
Big
right. We'll
Thuggin'
see y'all.
Podcast. Oh, no. Appreciate you, Lisa.
All right.
All right. That's what's up. 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 Big Thuggin' Podcast, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? My girl, my yay. My yay. You dig? Yay, yo. That's what's up, man. You know what I'm saying? I really did enjoy her story. You know, Box 4, you heard her story? Can you hear me, Box 4? Okay, she said she heard. Okay, yeah. So yeah, man. If you would like to be on Big Thuggin' Podcast, you have a story that you want the world to know. Like I say, man, y'all see the type of platform that I do have. You know what I'm saying? It's not all that messy stuff. You know, just to get people to like and comment and to monetize off of people bullshit. No, you know what I'm saying? It's all about taking you through a person's life, so you can, if you know a person's story, you can understand their glory. And you can respect their hustle if you know they struggle. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people hate people hustle because they don't know the people struggle. You know what I'm saying? Get to know a person's struggle, man, and you'll respect their hustle. You know, you won't be so angry, you won't be so mad, you know, and you might be inspired to do things for you. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, man, we all are the same. Ain't no big eye, no little U's. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people that hate me for no reason. There's a lot of people that want to do work with me, but don't do it because of what somebody else might do or what somebody else might say. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. That's how the world is built up. You know, people mess with people according to if another person rock with them or not. You know what I'm saying? That's fake. That's phony, man. If a person haven't did you anything personally, man, you shouldn't have no reason not to mess with them. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't have no reason to hate on them. You feel me? Of course, the person might say something or do something that you don't like, but is that a reason for you to hate on them and you don't even know them? They still haven't did you anything. They just say something or did something that you ain't like. You feel me? But that's either here or there, man. You know what I'm saying? The world gonna be the world. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be who I am. You know what I'm saying? Big Thuggin' Podcast, man. You know what I'm saying? YNT Empire, where visions get inspired. Y'all stay tuned for the next one. Y'all already know, man. We got Soulja Boy coming up next. They're gonna be a big one. You dig? If you would like to be on Big Thuggin' Podcast, y'all make sure y'all DM me, man. We'll make it work. You dig? All right.